So that's where I just was. That's the bell tower of St Winifred's Church, just up there. I suppose we could imagine a copper dome up there, or a copper structure of some sort, which has now been replaced in slate with Antiquitech on the top, harnessing electromagnetism. I could well imagine that myself. Let's take a little wander down to the Theatre Royal, just on the right side here. Another absolutely beautiful place. Just look at it. Again, we see cymatics displayed in the stonework. Visual representation of harmonious frequency. Look at it. See that? Just here above the doorway. Window opening, should I say. Up here, inside the arch openings. I mean, there's got to be something in that, because it's displayed on all of these buildings. I mean, was they using this to actually heal human beings, sentient beings? Was it a way of old world medicine, if you like? Were these places originally well-being centres? That is my question to you. Keep going, have another look at it, a bit closer. I like the stone turrets on the corners here. Gives it a fairy tale appearance, doesn't it? So this is a Theatre Royal. Jump across the road here. Modern day entrance, which is nothing like the original. Like I said earlier, glass, steel, boring concrete next to something so grand is just a bit of a letdown, really, isn't it? To be honest. Let's have a close up here. Who are these people? Okay, so that was the Royal Theatre. Notice the Royal as well, like they take over everything, don't they? So we'll leave that there and find something else extraordinary. no need to cut this off. We'll jump straight into the York Art Gallery, just across the street here. Let's get on some of that. Now you'll have to forgive me, I haven't had a lot of time to research these places, so what I'll do is, when I publish the videos, I'll do my research then, and I'll add a bit more info in the description. Look at this place. Water feature. We often find water features or fountains near these old world structures. There's some kind of connection between water, the flow of water, and the harnessing of electromagnetism. Who is this fella? William Etty Ra, born in York 1787, elected Royal Archimedean 1828 and died in 1849. He was obviously an artist of some description, as he's holding a paintball there upon his arm. The sound of water. So this is now an art gallery. Was it originally an art gallery? Or was it something else? Michelangelo. The tile mosaic up there. It says Michelangelo shows his statue of Moses. Biblical reference. I think this wall here is the wall that surrounds the city, the original city. Had a walker along the wall yesterday. I might do a bit of a video taking us around the wall. Okay, we'll go around the other side. It's a bit more going on perhaps. Impressive. Stone arches again. Remember, these arches and these stone columns more than likely have copper conducting rods housed inside the centre of them. Another mural up there, paying homage to the death of Leonardo da Vinci, this one, 1519. You can see that. Four chaps sitting together, looking at something on a table, and then a couple of other chaps in the background. Oh, so that's his death. Is that him? Or that's actually him on his deathbed, isn't it? Forgive me. In the arms of that, one of his peers or scholars, whoever that might be. Beautiful sculpturing going on within the stone. stone columns. More interesting architecture, forgive me. Just to the right of me, let's have a quick. This is Exhibition Square. Okay, so we've got the King's Manor. A house was built on this site circa 1270 as a residence for the Abbot of St Mary's Abbey, but was substantially rebuilt in the late 15th century. After the dissolution of the monasteries in 1539, it became, until 1641, the headquarters of the Council of the North and the residence of its presidents, who added to the buildings. Henry VIII, Charles I and James I stayed here since 1963. It has been occupied by the University of York. So this is the King's Manor. Red brickwork, which we know red brick was used by the Romans a couple of thousand years ago or so. It's been around a very long time. Bit more narrative there. The coat of arms of Charles I. Weathered pretty well. Looks like I can actually go through here. King's Manor remains closed to the public. We'll leave that for the moment. Beautiful entranceway. Centre for 18th Century Studies. A glorious subject to be studying. I hope they find some truth. Okay, so that's kind of that place. I'll sign off with that now for the moment. We'll see what else we can find on our Walkabout York.